My question this time involves the Smoky Mountain Wrestling and USWA feud. Who came up with the idea? Which promotion would you say benefited the most from it? Is there anything you would have changed about it? This is a lot of questions, Army. Was there anything we missed out on since we only got the 1 hour USWA feed in the deep, dark swamp here in Kentucky that I live in? I was in the gardens the night Billy Jack turned and everything went down, causing Dean Hill and the cops, to show up. Your SMW fans fled faster than Kenny Bolin chasing after a runaway donut. Ma and Pa Thunderbird would be pleased to hear that their beloved son was mentioned on the internet box if they were not so very dead.
Oh,
Thank you both for the joy you bring the world twice weekly.
You got her, Army.
That's awesome.
You got Alice. She went all the way over the edge into incoherence. And not as a result of a small stroke. Well, that was a lot of questions, and you can buy the goddamn Smoky Mountain Wrestling book if I ever have time to get it finished. But I will explain to you the genesis of the feud was that Randy Hales was booking Memphis, and I was obviously booking Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and we wanted to trade some guys back and forth, and I had some talent that he could use in Memphis on Monday nights and Louisville on Tuesday nights where we didn't run, and vice versa. He didn't run a lot besides TV on the weekends that my guys need to be there for, and we could send tape around, and we made it work. Imagine that, two territories working together, exchanging talent for the good of both. And I think maybe he got more out of it because of the fact that his towns were weekly, for one thing, so he could use guys in several week programs over the course of the month, and obviously they were more well established, whereas in Knoxville and Johnson City and some of my towns I was only running once a month and had already a pretty full crew. So he used more guys on a regular basis, and I would use his top guys like his champion and Billy Jack. I think we did a turn that night, and it was the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Fan Week guys with Brian Hildebrand driving the van that had to get a police escort out because they had been cheering for the Smoky Mountain side, and the Louisville Gardens fans did not like that. About 2,000 of them versus about 80 Fan Week folks, so it wasn't a fair fight. But anyway, and PG-13, obviously Jerry Lawler came over and worked for us some, and it was, I thought it was a great way to show both territories fans different and more talent.